Good afternoon, followers. Swink. So we are 2 Sundays after Easter, and today's gospel is just awesome, or the one for this Sunday, because I'm actually doing this video before Sunday, is one of my favorite, and it's where Peter and Jesus reconcile by the Sea of Tiberias. And it says, when they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" Simon Peter went fishing, and he was not supposed to be fishing. He was supposed to be doing priestly duties. And so the Lord, he says, "Do you love me more than these?" We're not really sure what the these are. It could have been the fishing boats. It could have been the other disciples, his friends. It could have been anything. And the reason I don't think we know is he's asking us that question. What's the thing that we love more than Jesus that keeps putting us in front of our relationship with him? And he asks that question, do you love me more than this or that? Do you love me more than your golf game? Do you love me more than your pillow, on Sunday morning? Do you love me more than your big temptation, whatever it is? Do you love me more this? And when we make a decision for Christ, we have to sacrifice something. But then it's very interesting that there's a playing with words here, and it only makes sense in Greek, that Jesus Christ asked him these 3 questions. He asked him 3 times, do you love me? And so if I could break this down for you in like 2 minutes, it's this. He says, when they finished breakfast, he goes on to say, do you love me more than these? And the word love is agape, okay, which means Jesus uses the word agape, which means do you have this total unconditional love for me, Peter? And Peter responds with a lower word. He says, yes, Lord, you know that I philia you. Philia is like, I love you like a buddy. So you notice that Peter is replying sort of like, yeah, I love you, Lord, but not that much yet. And then Jesus said, feed my lambs. And then he said a second time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Once again, Jesus uses the word agape. Do you love me with his total unconditional love? And then Peter once again says, Lord, I love you like a buddy. I love you with philia. So once again, he uses a lesser word. And then Jesus, the third time, he says, Simon, do you love me? And he says, do you love me? Now this time Jesus uses the word philia. So he calls him out. And it says then that Peter was a bit sad, was distressed that Jesus said to him, do you love me? Because he used the word that he was using to Jesus and realized, I don't love Jesus the way I should. But then Jesus says again, feed my sheep. And then he says this, and then I say to you, when you were younger, you used to dress yourself and go where you wanted. But when you grow old, you will stretch your hands at someone else to dress you and lead you where you do not want to go, which means this, you will love me that way if you stay faithful to me. So the question that Jesus asks us is, do you love me? Do we love him unconditionally or just like a buddy?